Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. So I think it's time that we finally go and visit Mr. House. We have been at the strip for a while, but we haven't met the big guy yet. So we're going to do that today. The good thing is that we already have the platinum chip, so I guess we could give it to him. I mean, if I remember correctly, the yes man suggested that we may want to do that just to find out what exactly it's doing. I mean, we have some idea what the platinum chip is supposed to do, but I don't know, we'll see. But I have it already, so we can decide once we're talking to him. Also, I noticed that the artists that I recruited last episode are now up on the billboard. The Lonesome Drifter, Hadrian the Ghoul, Bruce Isaac, and Billy Knight. I think those are the four that I recruited. So they got their names up on the billboard. But yeah, the Lucky 38 is in this part of the strip. So I guess we will have a look at this now. Right, I
Well,
have
howdy,
to talk
partner.
to Victor.
Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on.
Yeah, right, I think he waited long enough, so let's do this.
I see you brought some friends. Sorry, partner, but they're gonna have to stay outside.
Okay, well, I guess if these are the rules, I will do it alone.
Come back soon now.
Okay. Now I'm able to go in, open sesame, and do I have to wait for this door to open? Oh, okay, here we go. Well, let's see. Looks like a casino. Of course, it's really empty. Looks nice though. Nicer than some of the other casinos I've been to. So maybe I will have a quick look around here. I mean, it really looks like people just left like a few days ago. Also, apparently, none of that stuff is forbidden. I can just take it. So I will. For example, I can take Sunset Sarsaparilla. There's an open bar and an endless tap, apparently open just for me. But I don't really want to fill up my inventory with all of that stuff. So let's just look for slightly more useful stuff. I'm still not entirely sure if there's any use at all for the pre-war money. I mean, some of the other currencies you can exchange for chips at the casino, but not the pre-war money as far as I can tell. Okay. There's something over here. Let me have a quick look at that too. I mean, these terminals, yeah, they're all out of commission. None of them is working. More pre-war money. And we have lots of cigarettes in this place. What is this over here? Is this like a book? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, it's just a pre-war book. Oh, this used to be the VIP lounge. Let's see. Do you have anything of interest in here? Why is there a medical clipboard? Golden gloves. Huh. These actually have some decent value. I'll take them. Still some stuff in the fridge. Activate terminal. Locked hard. Lucky 38 access point. I can't actually do anything with it. Nope. I mean, I feel I have enough science to be able to actually attempt to hack it. I'm actually not entirely sure how much science you need for a hard terminal. But apparently I can't do anything with it. I'll take the bottle caps. I hope that Mr. House doesn't mind that I'm helping myself to some useful stuff around here. Okay, this door is not open. Okay, I guess I will head over to, well, wherever I have to go. Look at all of these cartons of cigarettes. And the kitchen, or whatever this is full of gun cabinets. Oh no, this is not actually the kitchen. This is where they keep their money. In that case, it actually makes sense to have all these weapons. And there's a lot of pretty good stuff in this place. I mean, look at all of this. I'll take all of it. And I will probably be totally overburdened very soon. But I just can't help it. Alright. And another one. I think I do not need the shotgun. Not urgently anyway. Okay, well, this was actually pretty lucrative. So now let's see where I have to go. Probably the elevator over here. Elevator door to Lucky 38 floor 22 suite. Oh, suddenly you're inside here.
Where to, partner?
Well, wherever Mr. House is. The penthouse, I assume? Let's go.
Penthouse floor.
Okay. Well. Interesting. Oh, who are you? Jane.
Well, hello, Sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
Okay, but do you mind if I ask you a few questions first? Because I have quite a few. So, who are you?
I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well.
Yeah, as far as I understand, you don't really get any guests anymore for quite some time. So, tell me something about New Vegas.
Oh, there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the three families, the casinos, the other attractions. What would you like to know?
I always want to know everything.
They're just new money, Sugar. They might pretend they're sophisticated, but between you and me, they're not far off from tribals. Emeritus especially are just awful brutes. The chairman and the White Glove Society at least pretend to have some culture.
Yeah, about that. I think it's only skin deep. But sure, tell me about the casinos.
Well, of course, there used to be a lot more of them. But these days, there are 3 open to the public. The Tops, the Ultra Lukes, and Gomorrah. And the Lucky 38, of course. But we're not open to the public. You're a special case, Sugar.
So why are you not open to the public? I mean, this seems to be a nice place to have some guests. But sure, tell me about other attractions.
Well, let's see. The NCR has an embassy here. But why you'd want to go talk to a bunch of boring old politicians, I surely don't know. Oh, and the Vault 21 Hotel and Gift Shop has an adorable collection of old Vault-Tec memorabilia. And I suppose if you like neon signs, you might check out Michelangelo's sign shop.
Okay, so basically I have been to every place except for the Gomorrah. And, well, I've been to the Lucky 38 now. Anyway, let's ask a few other questions.
Anything you like, Sugar?
Yeah, tell me more about Mr. House.
Why, Sugar? He's the maximum utmost. If it weren't for Mr. House, we wouldn't have this fabulous wonderland of New Vegas, would we?
Okay, so why is that? Sounds like you're pretty fond of him. I didn't realize robots could have such strong feelings about people. Those are essentially the same, just worded differently.
Well, of course I am, silly. Mr. House is just the smartest, most wonderful man there ever was. Why, did you know he single-handedly reclaimed New Vegas from all those nasty tribes that used to live here? Well, he single-handedly sent in his Securitrons to do it, but that counts in my book.
Okay, well, so basically the Securitrons took back New Vegas from the tribes. Yeah, you seem to have really strong feelings about him.
Sugar, I may be a robot on the outside, but on the inside, my neurocomputational matrix is an exact copy of Mr. House's favorite girl.
Okay, so you're a copy of a dead woman. Interesting.
Mr. House has a lot of needs, Sugar. I take care of all of them, and a lady doesn't kiss and tell.
So is Mr. House a robot as well, or like a human in a robot's body? Since apparently he has been around for hundreds of years already? I really don't want to think about it. Yeah, I think that's too much info. Thank you, Jane.
Then maybe you shouldn't pry into a lady's particulars. Hmm?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Anything you like, Sugar?
Let's see. Tell me more about this specific place.
This is the Lucky 38 Resort and Casino, or it used to be. Mr. House has kept the place locked up tight for ages now. Nobody comes in or out.
But you're not going to tell me why that is, right? Apparently not. So, what kind of robot are you exactly?
Why, I'm a Robco PDQ 88B Mark I Securitron, you silly goose. We're the finest in personal civil robotic security on the market.
So you're basically all Securitrons and you just have like different matrices loaded into you, like Jane or Victor or whatever. What's with a snow globe collection? Right, I actually have one or two of them.
Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it.
So there's a snow globe somewhere in this particular place. Yeah, I already got a few snow globes. So I guess I'm just going to give them to him. I mean, I don't really see them in my inventory, so I can't like collect them as souvenirs and put them up somewhere, I believe. So I may as well hand them over, I guess.
You do? Why,
Ooh.
that's just wonderful. I'll take them and put them with the rest of the collection.
That's actually a decent amount of money you get for these snow globes. So I guess I will hand over all the globes that I find. But yeah, that's all I can ask for the time being. So goodbye, Jane. Apparently goodbye is not part of her program. Okay, I had the Mormon Fort snow globe and the Good Springs snow globe. So basically one snow globe is 2,000 caps. That's not bad indeed. Now, let's see, Victor, you're up here now.
What floor, partner?
Oh, basically you're just operating the elevator. Okay. I don't need to use the elevator right now. Yeah, let's look around. Let's see if we can find Mr. House. There's more weird robots. I mean, they're the kind of robot like Fisto, but they just seem to be standing around, not actually doing anything. Also, can I have a look outside? You're not seeing much, presumably because I'm just looking at the desert. And it's night. So is there any window that, shows me like a view over New Vegas? That would be interesting to look at. Yeah. This place is weirdly empty. Oh, what is going on over here? Talk to Mr. House. So, this is Mr. House. Are you inside the computer? Is this what's going on here? Well, I guess we will just talk to him. Let's do it.
You've been a busy courier, haven't you? You take your obligation to deliver a package very seriously, an ethic for which I am grateful.
I guess you
I
could
will
say
admit,
so.
when you ignored my invitation, I predicted negative outcomes. But you have a way of exceeding expectations, don't you? Well, enough. Let's have the chip then.
Well, apparently he's going right down to business. Of course, here it is. I have some questions to ask first. Yeah, sure. Maybe we can ask a few questions first.
I'll be happy to satisfy your every curiosity once the platinum chip has been delivered.
Are you going to be truthful about it? Yeah, and what about my payment?
Fine. Give me the chip and I'll pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
Okay, so that would be 1,000 caps. Sounds good. I can't barter for more, or I can hang on to the chip. Nah, I think that's a good offer. And I would like to see what exactly it does, so I guess we're going to take the deal.
Such a small thing, isn't it? And yet so capacious, so very dear. Decades of hiring salvagers out west to search for this little relic in the ruins of a place called Sunnyvale. Back then, anyway. That's where the chip was printed, on October 22nd, 2077.
That's a long time
It
ago.
was to have been hand-delivered to me here at the Lucky 38 the next day. But the bombs fell first. Suffice it to say, the delivery was never made.
Obviously. So, yeah, can you tell me more about the chip, maybe?
Some things are more easily shown than told. Take the elevator all the way down to the bottom level, and you'll see what I mean. Don't worry, you'll like what you see. We have much to accomplish, you and I.
Okay. You want me to go to your basement? Well, that's not suspicious at all, but apparently I'm just going there automatically. Okay, well... guess this is where I'm supposed to go.
Step closer to the demonstration area, if you would.
Okay.
I expect you're well familiar with my Securitrons by now. The titanium
Kinda.
alloy housing that protects its electronic core deflects small arms and shrapnel easily enough. Its X-25 Gatling laser, produced to spec by Glastinghouse Inc., is deadly against soft targets at medium range. And for close-range suppression or crowd control, the Securitron is armed with a 9mm submachine gun. All of this you probably already knew.
Uh-huh.
What you did not know is that these are the Securitron's secondary weapons. All this time, my Securitrons have had to get by running the Mark I operating system, which lacked software drivers for their primary weapons. Today, with the delivery of the Platinum chip, all that changes. Behold, for the first time, Securitrons running the Mark II OS. The M235 missile launcher gives the Securitron the ability to engage ground and air targets at significantly longer ranges. And a rapid-fire G-28 grenade launcher ensures the Securitron is deadly in close-range engagements. The software upgrade also includes drivers for the Securitron's highly sophisticated on-board auto-repair systems.
That does seem like a
the Mark II
significant update.
software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit. The city of New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it. Return to the penthouse now. We have much to discuss.
Okay, so it basically did exactly what the yes man said.
Trips to the basement are
Upgrade
rarely so
Securitrons.
educational, don't you think? I've since broadcast the upgrade to every Securitron in range of my transmitters, and I must say, it's causing quite a stir down on the strip.
Okay. And, well, apparently that finished the quest. The house always wins. But now I can actually ask a few questions, it would seem. So, what happens next? That's a good question.
To secure the future of New Vegas, I must have your assistance. The work ahead is dangerous, but you weather danger well.
Oh well, he actually gave me the chip back. That's useful. I'm listening. Let me ask some questions first. Yeah, I always want to ask questions.
What did you want to discuss?
I'm surprised you haven't asked what became of Benny. Well, you may have heard already. I mean, everybody has heard already, so I'm sure he has too.
That's because he ceased to be relevant when you recovered the platinum chip. Revenge doesn't interest me. Progress does. Sorry to deny you a moment of primate triumph, but you'll have to go elsewhere to sound your barbaric yawp. What else did you want to discuss?
Okay, fair enough. How will the NCR defend Hoover Dam? That's quite a few questions I can ask here, but let's try to ask all of them.
General Oliver's strategy, or tunnel vision, as I like to call it, has been to mass troops at Hoover Dam. He wants to outfight the Legion in a straightforward slugging match, and then, when they rout, pursue and destroy them in detail. A crushing, decisive victory of this sort would overshadow the tactical ingenuity of Chief Hanlon's defense 4 years ago, you
Okay.
see.
And what is your battle plan for the dam?
A good deal should be obvious to you by now. I won't spoil the rest by talking out of turn.
Okay, apparently he's not exactly giving me all the information that I would like to hear.
What else did you want to discuss?
But I might be able to get a few more infos out of him. Were you aware that the White Gloves Society used to be cannibals? Probably.
Yes, of course. But refraining from those dietary practices is a primary requirement of their contract.
Okay.
They've been good to their word. Put together one hell of a resort hotel, too.
I guess
From
so.
what I hear, I'd want to eat at the Gourmand every night, if I were ambulatory. What else did you want to discuss?
So why are you in your house the entire time? I mean, are you alive? Can you walk? Are you inside the computer? Tell me more. Also, as far as I heard, some of the White Glove Society fell back into their cannibal ways, but I'm still working on that problem, so you can leave that up to me. But yeah, what are your plans for New Vegas?
I've resurrected Vegas, spirit intact. What I need now is the ability to enforce my rightful claim. Not just against Caesar's Legion, by the way. In fact, the NCR is a more present and insidious threat.
But they also kind of help you because they defend the dam, and you need the dam for the electricity. But I guess your plan is to take the dam with the help of your Securitrons, so you don't need the NCR anymore. But yeah, how do you intend to enforce your claim on the city?
To enforce, one must have force, a position of strength. Years ago, when I detected NCR scouts roaming the Mojave, I could tell from their uniforms that these were no mere tribesmen. I knew it was only a matter of time before an army appeared to take control of the dam, and I knew my Securitrons wouldn't be enough to oppose them. And so I recruited the 3 families. Vegas belongs to me because I mustered enough strength to bring the NCR to the bargaining table.
Okay, wasn't the NCR's army big enough to defeat your Securitrons and the 3 families? Or, you know, they could just cut off electricity to New Vegas. I honestly feel that the NCR is having the better end of the stick here.
Indeed it was, and still is, but not without taking significant casualties. Would Kimball and Oliver have traded the lives of hundreds of soldiers for absolute control of Hoover Dam?
Okay.
Oh, yes. They weren't afraid of me. They were afraid of Caesar, that attacking me would leave them vulnerable to a Legion offensive. And so they negotiated. Not out of the kindness of their hearts, as they try to make it seem, because the calculus of power left no other choice.
So I guess that's why they didn't just cut off the electricity, because that would escalate the situation and they weren't willing to do that. What were the terms of your treaty with the NCR?
NCR forces were permitted to occupy Hoover Dam and establish a military base at McCarran Airport. Well, it used to be one. They recognized my sovereignty over the Vegas Strip and agreed to supply electricity and water once their engineers repaired the dam. Written into the treaty were provisions that the NCR do nothing to prevent its soldiers and civilians from visiting the Strip. That's how I harnessed the NCR to my endeavor. Their occupation has been the engine of my growing economy.
Well, I guess that's kinda clever. So why would you go to war with them? Because apparently your deal seems to be working out well for you.
The salient issue is that they will go to war with me,
Okay.
if given the chance. There's just one reason why the NCR hasn't contrived some outrage to justify invading the Strip. Caesar's Legion. The final battle between those two armies is fast approaching. I can't afford to let either side win on their terms. What else did you want to discuss?
So basically you're worried that whatever side wins their battle is going after you next. I see. Yeah, let's talk about the snow globe collection.
What of it? I enjoy them. There's something about a little diorama set inside a glass dome that I find pleasing. If you run across any out in the wastes, turn them in to Jane. She'll compensate you.
Okay.
What else did you want to discuss?
Fair enough. So you just like snow globes. Why not? Where does New Vegas get all its electricity? Well, we do know, but let's ask it anyway.
Hoover Dam, of course. A hydroelectric dam. The NCR had it up and running at 50% capacity within a year of occupying the dam. By treaty, New Vegas receives 5% of its output. More than enough. What else did you want to discuss?
That's actually one of the rare occasions where someone gets exasperated at all your pointless questions. But yeah, tell me about Vegas before the war.
It was a place of splendor. As magnificent as today's Strip may seem, it's but a shadow of the neon paradise that was Las Vegas. I grew up not far from here, and though I traveled the old world extensively, I never found another place like it.
So, will you ever tell me how you managed to stay alive all this time? You say that you saved Las Vegas. How?
By 2065, I deemed it a mathematical certainty that an atomic war would devastate the Earth within 15 years. Every projection I ran confirmed it. I knew I couldn't save the world, nor did I care to, but I could save Vegas, and in the process, perhaps save mankind. I set to work immediately. I thought I had plenty of time to prepare. As it turned out, I was 20 hours short.
Well, that's rather unlucky. So what preparations did you make to save Las Vegas?
On the day of the Great War, 77 atomic warheads targeted Las Vegas and its surrounding areas. My networked mainframes were able to predict and force transmit disarm code subsets to 59 warheads, neutralizing them before impact. Laser cannons mounted on the roof of the Lucky 38 destroyed another 9 warheads. The rest got through, though none hit the city itself. A suboptimal performance, admittedly. If only the platinum chip had arrived a day sooner.
I see. But I mean, it's still quite the feat. I gotta admit that. So why didn't the platinum chip arrive on time?
The Platinum chip was printed in Sunnyvale, California on October 22nd, 2077, the day before the Great War. It was to have been delivered by courier the following afternoon, but by then, the world had ended. The chip contained vital software upgrades, but not just for my Securitrons. Every aspect of the missile defense grid would have been upgraded too. Given that I had to make do with buggy software, the outcome could have been worse. I nearly died as it was.
But apparently you didn't, and you're still alive 200 years later. So how did you nearly die?
Software glitches set off a cascade of system crashes. I had to take the Lucky 38's reactor offline, lest it melt down. For nearly 5 years, I battled power outages and more system crashes until I finally managed to reboot my data core with an older version of the OS. I spent the next few decades in a veritable coma, but I survived, obviously, and eventually thrived.
Okay, so you were in a coma, but you also have like a software core, so I'm still not sure if you're human or a computer. But I'm guessing it's maybe something similar to Jane, like he used to be a human and now he's inside the computer, and that's why he's alive. And that's why I can only talk to him via this monitor.
What else did you want to discuss?
Okay. I guess it's time to talk about the actual mission.
The next step will require you to infiltrate Caesar's camp at Fortification Hill.
Okay. So, do you want me to kill Caesar?
Absolutely not. Caesar is of great use to me. I don't want you harming a hair on that man's head, assuming you can find one.
Well, as it happens, I got an invitation to visit him, so, I guess I will meet him one way or the other. But what exactly do you want me to do at Fortification Hill?
I want you to open a hatch in the basement of the derelict weather station atop Fortification Hill. You'll recognize it on sight. The hatch bears the logo of the Lucky 38, same as the Platinum chip.
Okay, how do I open it?
You can't, but the chip can. The hatch will recognize the Platinum chip and open sesame.
So that's why you returned it to me. And what's inside the hatch?
Something very important. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise, so don't bother asking.
Come on, if I have to do this mission for you, I think I deserve to know. What's my stake in this? Well, that's another good question.
I'm not offering you an incentive as crude as money, though there'll be plenty of that. What I'm offering you is a ground floor opportunity in the most important enterprise on Earth. What I'm offering is a future. For you, and for what remains of the human race.
Okay, well, that is kind of vague, but thanks anyway. Alright, I'll do as you ask. No thanks, Mr. House. I am not entirely sure if I want to do this mission for him. I haven't really made up my mind yet. But I suppose it doesn't hurt to play along for now and at least accept the mission, and then I can still decide later, I hope. So I guess I will accept his mission for now.
Here, take the Platinum chip again. You will need it. Upon arrival at the fort, it's likely that you'll be searched and the chip taken from you. Don't worry, it will come back to you.
How do you know? Use a Platinum chip to open a secret bunker at Fortification Hill. Huh. But can I talk to you again?
Make your way to Caesar's camp at
Okay.
Fortification Hill. Something very interesting awaits you.
Well, I do not have any actual dialogue with him anymore. Yeah, so I got a new part of this quest, which I may or may not do. Obviously, I have the alternate quest, kill or disable Mr. House, but I mean, I don't even know where he is. I mean, is he inside this very computer or is he somewhere else? How am I supposed to kill or disable him if I don't even know what or where or who he is? I feel I need more info for this particular quest. But yeah, I guess this was our meeting with Mr. House. Look at these angry Securitrons over here. Anyway, do you mind if I look around a little bit more and see what you have in your little penthouse? Got another terminal over here. Oh, can I actually do anything here? Welcome, Mr. House. Open antechamber. Warning on unauthorized user. Proceed. Well, maybe not now. I mean, at some point, this might be something I want to do, but maybe not right now. But yeah, let's look around a bit more. I don't think I have been looking at the stuff down here so far. I mean, the table is set for a bunch of guests, but as far as I understand, you're not really entertaining any guests. Huh. But yeah, there doesn't really seem to be much going on down here at all. And I have been inside this part already. Okay, well, in that case, I guess this concludes our meeting.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to comp you to the High Roller Suite. You can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together.
Okay.
Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy.
Choose a floor. Casino Presidential Suite. Cocktail Lounge. So, you're giving me my own suite? This one? Let's check it out.
High Roller Suite.
Okay. Well, this place looks nice. Welcome guest. Upgrade suite. Ooh. I can buy some stuff for this place. But before I do that, maybe I should actually look at this place. Huh. Well, Mr. House certainly is taking care of his employees. At least he takes care of me. I'll take the magazine over here. Is this a terminal I can use? No, I don't think so. Yep, there's even more places in here. Got a pool table and another magazine that I will take. Huh. I think this one might actually be nicer than the suite that we saw at the tops. I mean, even the bathroom is like massive. Okay. And there's even more rooms and quite a few beds. So yeah, I guess I'll take the suite. Oh, well, this happened again. Ooh, huge conference table. Huh. Not too shabby. Yep, this is a nice place. I like it. So what do I want to do next? We still have some time in this episode. So maybe I want to it's a little bit late for starting the next episode, I think. But I kind of want to try something. Okay, Bunny, this is my bed, so I guess I will just move into this suite. Sure, why not? If it's mine, may as well make this my place. Do we have like some sort of cabinet or something where I can put stuff? I mean, this is a safe, but it's apparently not a safe I can use. What else do we got here? Okay, this actually might work over here. Let me remove all of this crap. And then I want to try something. So I have, you know, some of the souvenirs that I collected. I'm not sure if I actually have any of them on me at the moment. I think the bandana is actually one souvenir that I picked up from Bula City. So if I drop it, and now, can I pick it up? Yes, I can. And put it down here. Yep, there we go. I just hope that the stuff doesn't despawn if I just put it here. Because if it stays here, I'm going to put all my souvenirs on this little table. I'm going to leave the bandana here for the time being, and I will check back later to see if it's still here. And if it is, I'm going to collect all my souvenirs from Novak, which is where I currently keep the rest of them. And then I will put them all on this table, now that we have this nice place to stay. But yeah, I guess in the next episode, I have various options. I still have this quest here, Bye Bye Love, and hopefully this will give me a bit more reputation on the strip, because then I might be able to finish this one. And I would say after that I'm going to leave the strip and New Vegas for the time being, because I want to take Veronica to the Brotherhood and do her personal mission. And once I'm done with that, I will exchange Veronica for another companion, because she has been in my team for quite some time now. So yeah, that was another very informative episode today. And at some point, I guess I have to decide who I want to help to take over New Vegas. Mr. House, or do I want to do what the Yes Man told me? I honestly have no idea for the time being. So let's just end the episode here as usual. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.